Meghalaya Power Minister James Sangma on Monday said that the government is not moving ahead with the controversial Umngot Hydro Project and clarified that the Memorandum of Understanding, which was earlier signed, has been scrapped. He added that if there was any decision otherwise, then the concerned stakeholders will be consulted for their views and any concerns would likewise be addressed. This proposed hydro project has drawn flags from several quarters, including environmentalists and tourism enthusiasts who felt that this move would not only impact the environment but also affect the livelihood of the people.
There was a MOU which was signed, and as you all know, we have already scrapped the MOU for Umngot. So as of now, this is the status. On the ground, in terms of movement, there is nothing on the part of the government to, as I said, Umngot is not something which we have initiated or we are suddenly going to give, the go-ahead to some companies to start the project. There is nothing, and I don't know where this apprehension has come about from, what is the genesis of that apprehension. But as I said, if, and there's a big if, we are to go ahead with the Umngot project, we will definitely be taking all the views and reaching out to stakeholders. We will be discussing this matter with them. There may be some fears which are very genuine, and there's some fears which need to be addressed. That we will tackle it as in when the time comes. But right now, when there is nothing that's moving, I don't know why this apprehension is there that Umngot is going to go about.
Speaking on the alternatives to ramp up power capacity in the state, James said that the government is exploring other opportunities like wind, solar and other hydro projects.
Umngot is not something that is on our priority list right now. Our priority is solar and maybe to a certain extent wind and to a certain extent biomass energy. These are different sectors that we are exploring right now.
Meanwhile, commenting on allegations of irregularities in the power department, the minister said the committee formed to look into the alleged anomalies would complete the due process at the earliest.
It takes time. There are many formalities that need to be completed, a lot of paperwork to be done. So I think that maybe it's taking a little bit of time because of all the formalities that need to be completed. But I hope that the committee can complete this process at the earliest.
He further informed that the government has cleared the pending dues to the power generation companies, but there are dues that still need to be cleared, the same of which will be paid once the government receives the second tranche of the Atman Nirbhar loan.
Post March 2020, MCL has not got any dues. Whatever the current bills are generated, those are cleared off there and then itself. So these are dues which are pre-March 2020. And because of the fact that government of Meghalaya has availed this 1345 Atman Nirbhar loan, for which the second tranche was awaited, and the necessary paperwork and formalities have been completed for that. These will be disbursed very soon to the central power generating stations. And there has been a slight amount of delay because, of course, we all have to understand that there's a due process, a lot of paperwork is involved, and so all those formalities have been completed, and I'm sure that the power generating stations like NEEPCO or NTPC or PGCIL for that matter, transmission company, they will keep that into consideration.
Reacting to the opposition Congress allegations of corruption in various government departments, James said,
See, Mr. Pala is a very seasoned and very senior politician, and he is very much entitled to his opinions and views, and we welcome any kind of statements or any kind of gaps or lacunae which may be pointed out by the government. I think as an opposition, it is the role of the opposition to play, in terms of pointing out, and we welcome that kind of criticism as long as it is constructive criticism.
To a question on the alleged failure of the Home Minister Lakshman Rumboi in tackling law and order in the state, the minister said,
I have also handled the Home Department, and the Home Department is not an easy department. it's a very, very complicated and very complex department, and very, very dynamic. Things change constantly. So we have to understand and give the benefit of the doubt to any minister who's handling such a delicate portfolio.
It may be mentioned that the Home Department and State Police have come under heavy criticism following the IED blast in the state and the August 30th encounter that led to the death of ex-militant Cherish S. Thank you. TNT Bureau.